Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your main man. Let's react to today. I'm gonna be telling a story. What story, you ask? Well, let me tell you about a story about my school. Another story time. Let's do it. What to talk about today? Let's talk about. Well, as you can see, my school. Now, I just happened to look this up. And this is literally my school, Eastleigh County High School. You know, teen found with nice and yeah, that's barely breaking the iceberg. But you know, I'm not gonna be talking about East today. No. I'm gonna be talking about. Let's go with my most epic. I guess I want to call it tag team fight. You know, when you and your friend fight somebody and you're like, you and him or him or her or whatever, you know, elephants, I don't know, are in there and you're battling it out. Yep, Fear Razor, thank you. You've inspired me to tell stories. I want to make this, just wanna, y'all should go check them out, the Fear Razor. Anyways, well, the most epic tag team match with a friend. Well, not with with my friends. So basically what happened was, back in, I want to say, middle school? No, not middle school. It was elementary, I think. Yeah, elementary. Let's just start there. Elementary school. You know, I was a social kid. I was one of those kinds of kids who could get you anything you wanted as for the right price. You know, nothing too big, not like drugs or weaponry or anything. You know, like shoes, clothes, pencils, a game. Anyways, but what had happened was, you know, I was like a social kid. I was like, you know, really chill about everything. Didn't really care about much. Just one of those kinds of kids. I got along with everybody. Everyone got along with me. And, you know, one day, me and my friends were just traveling along. Nothing too serious. Nothing too serious to think about. Nothing too serious to talk about. Well, I'm not sure. You know what I'm gonna do? I might react to that later. Anyways, so, oh my god, why? Why the one time I'm recording does that all show up? Why? Don't judge me on what I just saw. You know, just accept it. No. Accept it. Anyways, so what happened was, me and my friends were all in a little squad. We're walking along. We're going to PE, you know, outside and everything. I'm not really a physical dude, so I don't really do that much. So you know how you're in elementary school, you have to do those laps around a certain area, but you and your friends are together, so you just don't even run. You hang out and walk and jog every once in a while when you want to show off and see how fast you are. Anyways, so we're walking along, and what had happened was that these kids that I didn't get along with, you know, for the sake of their privacy, which they don't really deserve, let's call them Jack and Bob. Yep, Jack and Bob. Anyway, so Jack and Bob came up to me and my friends. I'm not going to really keep their privacy a secret. My friends were Tyler, Alex, and Nicholas. We were just hanging out at the time. And what had happened was, they started, you know, picking on me and everything. And I wasn't really one of the buffest kids on the block. These guys looked like they should have been in middle school or at least a freshman in high school by now, which says a lot. So, you know, when they're picking on me and everything, I wasn't a snitch. I wasn't gonna go run off and cry about it. I just took it. But it's not like I accepted it or anything. You know, I said stuff about them too. They said stuff about me. It was just what happened. So one day, you know, while we're in PE, they came out and they just like started picking on me and everything. I'm just sitting here like, really? We're gonna go through this again in front of my friends? Now keep in mind, my friends aren't the kind of friends who sit there and watch you get the beating. They're the friends who sit there, well, not sit there, they're the friends who get involved. And, you know, so they're picking on me, and in my peripheral vision, I see my friends, you know, slowly creeping up. Two on one side, one on the other. You know, one of them just puts their arm around me, and they're like, yo, look at this. Is these guys bothering you? I'm like, yeah, why? What's going on? They're like, don't worry. Don't worry. If you like, you can help. I don't care. And I'm like, what you doing? And they're like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, Jack and Bob looking at him. And I see him getting that stance. And you know the stance when you see it. The whole fighting stance. Like, it's about to go down like Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter stance. So what happened was, as soon as they did that, I just slowly started backing up. And, I noticed that Jack had pushed my friend Tyler into my other friends. It was all I heard in my head was, "Let's get ready to rumble!" And my friend Alex and Nick came up. Alex took on Bob. Nick took on Jack, and it was just, oh my lord, they got on top of him. They were just beating him. Like, before, but they got in some good swings, and my friends got in some good punches. It was just deadly. It was one of the best fights. I'm just sitting out to the side, and the teachers were in their office. There was no, oh, let's go get the teachers, because they might settle. No, there was pure blood. It was one of the most violent fights I've ever seen as a child. So what had happened was, as they're fighting, and I'm just sitting there like, that's what you deserve. My friends in the end, of course, won 3-on-2, no big deal. My friends won in the end. So, as they're holding them by their shirts, these kids almost look like they need to go to the hospital. I still don't care. These kids look like they needed to go to the hospital. And they look at me, they're like, you know what, Dylan, you want to get in a good swing? And I'm just looking at them like, really? Yeah, y'all did all the work. And apparently these kids, Jack and Bob, weren't necessarily down for the count, because I remember Jack getting up and hit my friend Tyler, and then helping his friend Bob out. I don't know what happened to me. I just felt a sudden urge of adrenaline hit my skull. I kind of black out for a few minutes, and I gained back consciousness and movement. I remember seeing Jack blood on my fist, and my friends looking at me in awe as I stand on top of Jack and Bob in fear of me. I'm like, what just happened? I don't know what just happened. They're like, Dylan, you look like Rambo. I was like, I look like who? Rambo, Dylan. You had a Rambo moment. I was like, really? I thought this was going to only happen to video games! Video game! Anyways. But apparently the way it described to me was after Tyler got hit, I apparently jumped up and, did some freaking Mortal Kombat moves and everything on him. And what had happened was, apparently, I got to hit Jack in the face, with a right hook. As Bob comes up and hits me in the head, I kick him in the stomach. I don't know, they said I looked like I was Goku from Series 1 Dragon Ball Z, doing some sneak attacks and knees to the stomach, and apparently when I got done with them, I just stood on top of them, on their chest. And I was like, whoa, wait, what? I'm trying to figure this out how it happened, but I'm not gonna argue. It felt kind of nice. It felt nice. For the rest of the year, they didn't really bother me. I mean, sure, when they got back and they're all bloodied up and everything. By the time they even got to me, Tyler and Alex and Nick, we had all washed up, blood off, everything. For our clothes, we had PE clothes. We changed out of those. It was, how you would say, the perfect fight you would get away from as a child. I mean, if you don't believe me, you don't believe me, I don't care. Again, it was still one of the best fights I had to be in with the tag team. Anyways, but thank y'all for listening to all my stories. Sorry you had to witness all of whatever. I see, now that I scroll, not so much of anything now. Then when I'm at the top, it's like, dear God. Anyways, But yeah, that's basically all I have to say for today. Maybe tomorrow I'll make another story time or I do a let's play. Who knows? Thank y'all for watching. Hope I've had a great day. Talk to you later. Do the 3 golden rules. Love y'all. Bye.